Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look, this music, man. Hey guys, we're playing Ace Phoenix Wright Attorney Trilogy. Welcome. This is a new series, so we're gonna get right into this. I'm excited to do this new series with you guys. I'm already doing 3 series so far, so let's get into this. I mean, the last game we played like this was Doki Doki Literature Club. I streamed that, of course, but I'm gonna make those probably into videos. I streamed that a while back. But I'm not gonna stream this. I'm gonna make each episode each case one episode. Hopefully, depends how long it is. But I will get right into this, and I'll keep you guys waiting. Alright, we're gonna play the first game, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Episode 1. Oops. Episode 1. Play the first turnabout. Whenever click no. Alright. Alright guys, I'm so excited. Alright. Lindsay said, "Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh, gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it." Oh man. August 3, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Ooh. Oh, hi, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Butts. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Calm down, Butts. It's all gonna be fine. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says It was you! Poor dude. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a very simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when someone smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Then I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial would decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assert your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consistently. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Butts. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name. Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover as many times. Wait. Oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you actually sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Sydney Stone. Wait. Who's the victim of this case? Cindy. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of this death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct! You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepted it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker is rather heavy. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butch, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim has recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Clementine and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What is it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What did you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Wait, why is that red? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... You know, I will wait to see what happens. Why not? Might be better not to get involved in this one. Whoa, Mr. Butts. Dude, no way! That's cheating, she dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Go. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know. I sent him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying.
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Budge is lying.
Well, that simply matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order.
Order in the court.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Swit to the stand. That guy doesn't look innocent at all, man. Mr. Swit, you sell newspaper subscription, is this correct?
Oh yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Switch, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness account.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry, because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth?
I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Accidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Switz used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record. Electric to Midtown building was out from noon to 6 p.m. Alright. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why? You expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There is bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradiction evidence, present it and rub it in the witness face. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out contradiction in the testimony. Alright. Cross-examination. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I seen a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Thinking strange to look inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. Yep, woman. I quailed in fright, found myself. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Time of death was 7:30 at 4 p.m. Present. This is wrong, guys.
Objection!
Objection. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death as sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Switz, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright. Witness testimony.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victims must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terrible sorry about the misunderstanding.
Hold up. If the TV was on, there was no power. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine their witness.
Right? You know what to do.
I got this one. I do. The time of discovery. So yeah, you seen what I found? Yep. There was a voice saying the time was probably coming from the television. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Alright, it was coming from the television. There was a blackout.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Yerk.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Swit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite.
Wait, I remember now. Mr. Swat? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Swit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Testimony in. This guy is sweating. This guy's sweating balls. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Here in the time. Alright. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there?
A statue in the shape of the thinker is rather heavy. Now find the contradiction. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit its victim. That must have been what I saw. The murder weapon the killer used hit its victim. There was a table clock in the apartment. What? Yeah, the murder weapon. Unless it's this.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is it supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just what do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Schwartz. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologize. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went to the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Swart, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all Bayless, all conjecture. Bayless? Just look at the witness's face. Grr. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw him. God. What? Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and so it's burn, give him death. He threw his wig? Oh my. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, in a moment, please. There isn't shared of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Swart heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it now? It's 11:25. Ugh! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Swart heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Swart, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what he's talking about now. While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to go through to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claims. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Swart. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. What did I do wrong?
No, not so fast, Mr. Swart.
Mia? I mean, Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this.
Think! But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder.
Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time down the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reasons, and you have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right?
Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Huh? Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris. So, Paris. Paris. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 p.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead is her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. SWAT? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is the only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo! Let's go! And with that, this court is adjourned. We solved our first case, guys. It turns out that Frank Swat was a common burglar. He posed in newspaper salesmen to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Swat left himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Swat grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Wow, yeah. August 3, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean bad, 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 bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Isn't that evidence? A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me.
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, Silk, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't some just chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things could change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent boots. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you become a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Ooh. Yeah. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. The end. Brand new episode has been added. Alright guys, I'm probably going to end it here. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Have a wonderful day, guys.